Good afternoon, everyone. Got my live playing over here on YouTube. If I'm looking over here, make sure everything looks good. Okay, think I'm all set. Sorry about being late. I was outside working all afternoon, feeding and watering the chickens and building a new chicken run. And then I decided I was going to take a shower before I came in. So, made me a little bit late. See who we got in here. Hello, Texas Homegrown Girl. Hello, Brett. Hello, Sue. Hello, Ditsy60. And hello to the other 5 people that haven't chatted. Actually, 4 others, because I'm one of them. Hello, Charlene. Almost everyone's chatted now, so I know who's in here. Not that really matters, but I just kind of like to know who's here. Because I do try to support channels that support me. And if no one chats or leaves a comment or whatever, then I don't know who's here. Hello, Joanne. Well, as I was saying, I was outside building a chicken run today. It's for these guys here, these 12 oldest chicks I have in here. And then a week or so, the other 7 to be going out. My plan was to get them out today, but we've got a severe thunderstorm watch up until 10 o'clock tonight. And we're at the risk of severe storms until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And I don't want their first night outside to be a terrifying night for them. So they're going to spend another night in here. Don't think anyone else came in. Who wants to come out? Here's on the roll down red right by the door. Yeah, roll down reds always love to get picked up. Hello, Nancy. Now this is one roll down reds. Get a pretty little thing. Hello, SL Penny. There you go. Yep. You got yourself an indoor dog there, Brett. Have you thought Bella's just going to be in until her leg healed? She's not going to go out when it's time to. She's loving the indoor life now. Hello, Rebecca. Hello, Wanda. Hello, Arlene. I got to get this going again because Dino came over and stopped it on me. There we go. Yep. Bella's in there getting all the attention herself. She doesn't have to get the attention divided between the other dogs, so I imagine she is loving it. Because I know she loves the attention. So, weather permitting, tomorrow morning, or I'll check the weather later tonight, and if they take away that severe storm risk, I'll put these guys out tonight, but more than likely be tomorrow morning. I'll check the weather, see what it's going to be like. They can get under cover. They're not getting out in the rain. I know it starts hailing and thunder and lightning and stuff. Their first night outside, it's going to scare the heck out of them. So, Whistle Stop Homestead. Yeah, that's what you think, Brett. To crouch you about half hour, you right at the door, want to go back in. Well, here's Mr. Rock. Yeah, it gets clouded up here within the past few minutes, Texas Homegrown Girl. All my roosters are named. I went very simple with one from last summer and the two in here. It's Mr. and a part of the breed. Like, since this is a Plymouth Barred Rock, he's Mr. Rock. The one red cockerel in here is Mr. Red. Black Astalorp is Mr. Black. Buffalo Content is Mr. Buff. And the Easter Egger is Mr. Easter. Actually, Earl's the only one that really has a name I put much thought into. Because his son is EJ. Just like to keep things simple. Well, that's good, Brett. I love those old 8Ns. When I was growing up, my dad had two tractors. He had 8N and a 601. 601 was a little bigger than the 8N. But first one I used was the 8N. I was probably 8, 9 years old. And that was one I always used the most. I started on the 601 probably when I was about 12. And that's the one that we used to plow with. So we got our driveway plow, and then probably around 15 or so, a mile or so up the road, there was a private lake up there that some people lived there, but it was mostly camps, and a lot of people would want to keep their driveway plowed so they could come up on the weekend and go snowmobiling and stuff. And we did probably all 15 of them. It would take about 4 hours to plow all of them. So you want to get me started on the 601 so I could help out with that. And that's what I did. The cats are all doing good. Flea is healing up. The sore on the one side of her neck is looking real good. The one on the other side, which was the worst one, that has made a huge improvement. It's still not fully healed, but she's not digging at it now. So it's given her a chance to heal. Because before, she just kept digging at it. Once it scabbed over, she'd dig that scab off, and she was making it even worse. She got, I would say, probably 5 times bigger than it was originally. But now, she's leaving it alone, and it's looking pretty good. I'm going to have to give Dino another cap action. I killed 2 fleas on him this morning. But he didn't want me combing them. So I couldn't really comb them and get all the fleas off them. I have to, he's scratching. And the vet said it only takes a couple for a cat with a bad flea allergy to have a reaction to them. So I think he's got a few fleas on him. I'll give him a cap action, get them killed off. Hello, J&B. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Joe. I wouldn't be surprised we'll get some rain here shortly, because it's definitely cloudy out there now. Because it was nice bright sun all afternoon. Because I was out there all afternoon, so I know what it's like out there. And air just felt kind of funny. And now it's cloudy, so something's moving in. Actually, I just realized something. I think my phone is still outside. I'll be right back. I'm glad I remembered that. I gotta go grab that. Don't want that getting rained on. Right here. Right here on the steps. Stomach roll right there. Thank you. There we go. Hey, they're going out. Brett Yellow, he get it for me. He was going out to get it. But it was right at the bottom of the steps, so So I grabbed it. But I appreciate that. Oh, Fantasy 777. It's going to be quite a while before Jeff has all this stuff moved. It's looking like it's going to be at least a month. It might be longer than that before he gets everything moved. He's working almost 70 hours a week now. And he can't take any time off at all. So we're trying to get it set up where someone's going to rent a U-Haul and just have him supervise it. We can get some people together and get it loaded and then just let it sit in his driveway for a week while he unloads it. Well, he says he doesn't have time enough to do that. So that makes it rough on him. Yeah. Go ahead, talk about me, Joel. That's fine. Yeah, it's all set up to get the floors repaired, but Jeff's got to get his stuff out first. The time to do that is when the house is empty. There's a little bit of stuff he's going to be leaving there. Got a recliner and a rocker that he's going to leave for me. And we'll just move that stuff out on the porch. But he's got to get the rest of his stuff out so we don't have to move it room to room. It'd be a lot easier if the house is empty. Just go in, get the whole thing done. It'll take a lot less time. Thank you, Deborah. Hello, Glacier Sharp. Yep, you hear chicks. I was going to put these 12 older ones outside. I got the run all built today. But we've got severe thunderstorms moving in tonight. So I don't want to have their first night outside be during a thunderstorm. So there's been another night in here. Oh, come on, guys. Here's one of the Buff Orpingtons. She's a talkative thing. Aren't you? Huh? Yeah, you're talkative. So weather permitting, they'll be going out tomorrow morning. Oh, thank you, Texas Homegrown Girl. Well, thank you, Wanda. Hello, Des, if you're in here by now. You left that message 2 minutes ago. I hope Dad wasn't too long. I did a 3-month free trial of YouTube Premium last fall. And I had intended to cancel at the end of the 3 months, but there was always a possibility, if I really liked it, keep going with it. It's about $15 a month, $13.99 plus tax. Going those 3 months without ads, but still, anyone's video I watch, they're still getting paid for it, even though I'm not watching the ads because I pay for that premium. I decide, I don't want to go back to ads. I'm going to keep paying $15 a month for this, or start paying, because I wasn't paying at that time. And I just love that. Yeah, Joe, a lot of people just don't understand. They think as soon as Jeff is physically out of the house, that I should be in it a few days later. But I always explain to people what's going on. But there's a good side to this, too. Because that's going to give me a chance. I've got some fencing. I need to buy more fencing, which right now I don't have the money to do it. So when I get some more money, I'll need to buy some more fencing, then get that set up. I have just about everything I need for the catio, so I can get going on that. Catio don't really matter. I could do that after I moved in. But if I get it done ahead of time, then the cats will be able to go out on the porch right from day one. Hello, Eddie. Yeah, you know what that means, Brett. You have to behave. If you don't behave, Deborah will knock you upside the head. Hello, Ark Wild Man. Hello, Mike. When time comes, it shouldn't take too long, Joe. Yep, the cats and I are going to be sharing that, Joe. Because there's a nice view of the mountains across the road there. I'm going to be sitting out there drinking my morning coffee. Cats will be right out there with me. There you go, Deborah. Be like Granny from Beverly Hillbillies. Skillet right over the head. And Bella loves that fan blowing on her. Don't blame her. Hello, Lauren and Joel. Eddie, you know Brett too well. Hello, Emily. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for supper tonight. Probably maybe something simple tonight. I'm sorry, Des, no idea. I'm not a sports fan. So what are you saying, Brett? Are you thick-headed? I could do the hamburger, Emily. Fries are going to be kind of hard. Hello, Jennifer. Yeah, I finished up the last of my fries a couple weeks ago and haven't bought a bag since. And sometimes my house is quiet. If all the cats are sleeping. Actually, pretty much right now they're all sleeping. Got Domino. Looks like she's looking for trouble. She's just walking around looking at stuff. Dino's up there grooming himself. And the rest of them are all sound asleep. Yeah, I might do that, Eddie. Of course, it depends on what the weather is. If we're getting a thunderstorm when I get done with this. I'm definitely not going out on a thunderstorm and cook a burger. And once I get moved, it's going to be so much easier to make some good meals. Yep, they sure do, Emily. Hello, Haig. It was a nice sunny, hot afternoon here. According to my thermometer, we got up to 92 today. 87 right now. But it clouded up about 45 minutes, hour ago. So, don't know what's going to happen now. Actually looks like it's a little bit lighter out there now than it was, so maybe it's going to pass by. Yep, you spoke too soon, Emily. Not going to be quiet now. Okay, Lauren. I know we got a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock, and they're saying there's a risk of severe storm until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Yes. They said the humidity was going to be bad this summer. Last summer it was dry, so we didn't have the humidity for the most part. But they said this year it was going to be a lot moister, and that's going to make higher humidity. Domino, that hurt. She whacked me right in the eye with her tail as she went by. I can barely see. And that was my bad eye, too. Domino, please don't do that again. There's Buster going across the roof of the well house. Yeah, that's a good thing, Eddie. Because cats have terribly sharp claws. Oh, yeah, it can do it, Lauren. It got to me yesterday, because I wasn't feeling good yesterday to start with. Well, I went to the breakfast buffet at Rock Cafe yesterday morning, like I do every Saturday. My stomach was off before I got there. And having bacon, and then I had biscuits and chocolate gravy. And between the grease and rich stuff, that didn't help my stomach that was already off to start with. That's for sure. Then I stopped at Harps and picked a few things up. And when I came out of the store into the heat, that hit me. And then after I was able to get in the car and get the air conditioning running, left the window down for a few minutes till the air conditioning really got to cooling good. Just get a little more air circulation in there. And well, it was really bothering me for probably halfway home. And then finally I started feeling a little bit better. But all day yesterday, I just didn't feel the greatest. Today, feel good today. Yeah, I've never been to the Harps and Mansfield, but I know someone else was complaining about, I'm pretty sure that was produce from there also. And we'll bust her back across the roof. Yeah, where I'm situated here, the well house is just 3 feet away. And the cats like to get up there, walk back and forth. Sorry, I'm just reading chat here to see if I'm missing anything meant for me. Yeah, Lindsay is very nice. I run into her quite often. Oh, Lauren, if you remember where I was telling you that I live on Brett and Deborah's property. Yeah, I'm just going to check the radar here, see how close the storm's getting. Closest lightning strike, 13 miles away. Oh, all the lightning is to the north of us. So it looks like that storm missed us. There's another one heading our way, but that one's still in Oklahoma. Actually, that one, if it keeps going the way it's going now, that may be just south of us. So maybe we'll miss out on it. That would not be a bad thing. Hello, Ace. Emily, do you mean is there anything I need to hold down because of the storm? If that's what you mean, no, I'm all set with that. Yeah, the rocks will cause an issue, Nancy. but I can work around them. And also, I may be getting some of the rocks moved also. I've already talked to someone, and he's the one that actually suggested it. That he may be able to move some of them out of the way for me. What I would like to do is to get some of the rocks moved out of the way and then build some kind of walkway in the main areas where I'm going to be walking, back up to the chicken coop and to where the water is and stuff. I'm not sure what I would use for that. Still in the planning stages. But I would like to do something there to at least make that area there where I'm walking all the time to be a little easier to maneuver on. Hello, Tony. Yeah, it looked like up in that area is where it was, Lauren. It looked like Boonville area when I looked at it. That wouldn't surprise me, Mike. I have never seen anyone as terrified of storms as she is. Yeah, my only concern, even if it's not a bad storm, was putting these chicks out tonight. Because I don't want their first night to be a terrifying night for them. Because they're going to be nervous being in a new place and stuff to start with. So they just don't need a storm on top of that. It's not that I'm really concerned about the intensity of the storm. It's just any storm at all. Yes, Nancy, that's one reason that Jeff got so far behind on moving. When he took a few days off from work to try to get everything moved, he fell and got hurt, and then wasn't able to get a lot of the stuff that he planned on moving moved. Oh, that sounds like a possibility, Lauren. Like I said, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I would like to have a decent surface for the area where I'm walking all the time. Yes, I've already talked to someone that's got some heavy equipment. They was talking about pulling some of those stones out of the way. If that's possible, Deborah, I'll get a dozen goats. But could you imagine if a goat actually did eat rocks? Or if I had a crusher. Boy, that's dreaming, isn't it? Crush all those rocks up. That is an idea, Deborah. So you've been in there, Mike? That how you know what she's got in there? There's been a few storms that have scared me, but for the most part, not too bad. There's only been one here. Didn't really scare me, but made me a little nervous. That's one we had in March with the hail. That one made me a little nervous. Other than that, none of the other storms that we've had here have bothered me. Because living in New York for, what was it? There for almost 52 years. Yeah, I saw some pretty good storms there. Yeah, I would think be a mural of you on the ceiling, Mike. Yeah, I have been close enough to a lightning strike at least 2 times that I could actually feel the electricity in the air. Once, my son, his friend, and I were out on the road when a storm came in, and there was a tornado warning up for that storm. So when I got home, there was a few things in the yard I wanted to get secured, and the storm's coming in at that time. My son and his friend take off for my mother and father's house because they had a cellar. So they're gone. I'm there alone. And lightning struck the transformer next door to me. And I'll tell you, when that struck, I felt that in the air. And then there was another time. This one was only maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I was sitting in my camper. Lightning struck a tree out in the woods, not too far from my camper. And I felt that. Those are the only 2 times I can think of. I was within probably 200 or 300 feet each time. And I could just feel the electricity in the air. Yeah, I think a dozer might be a bit much. And that's going to start digging stuff up that's down in the ground. What I'd like to do is the stones that are completely on top of the ground, I'd like to get them moved. Yeah, like I said, my main concern is the areas where I'm going to be walking every day. Yep, I doubt that too, Joe. Mike has a very vivid imagination. I think that's what it is, Des. Okay, Texas homegrown girl. I could see you doing that too, Mike. Okay, Wanda. And Wanda Henry's going to be posting her first video Thursday night or Friday. So be on the lookout for that, everyone. And if you're not subscribed to her, you might want to subscribe to her. Hello, Judy. Yeah, that was one thing my mom was terrified of, Deborah. She would not be near water if there was a storm anywhere around. She wouldn't sit on the toilet. She wouldn't do dishes. She wouldn't even get a glass of water. I remember one day she said, boy, I wish this storm would hurry up and get over. I am thirsty. I want a glass of water so bad. But she would not get it. I actually got it for her. She told me not to. She told me to get away from the sink, but I got her a glass of water anyways. Judy, you ought to check his channel out. He's put out things like 400 or 500 videos in the past few days. I need to put them right out. It was just, I don't know what it was, 4 or 5 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. Didn't have any videos up. Now he's got, I think it's like 400 or 500. Yeah, you found the secret to get more views, Mike. Because now I'm going to have to binge watch everything that I've missed that I've been intending to catch up on. I got to watch them before you take them down again. Hello, Bob's Hope. Yeah, I don't know why that day she didn't draw any water. That was the first thing she would do. She heard thunder off in the distance. Well, she'd draw a couple gallons of water in case the power went out. Well, looks like I'm at the bottom of the chat now. What do you want to see, a chick or a cat? The Superman's awake now. I'm sitting here petting him. Both? Okay. Here's Superman. Hi. How you doing? Put it down, okay? There you go. Put my shirt. There you go. Now let's see if I can get the chick that I really want to get. Got her. This is one of the Easter eggers. I love her colors. She's got a lot of white on her, and she's got some black. Better hold her up so you can see her. 3 of my Easter eggers are black and white, but every one of them is a little different. Oh, I'll go this way. Yes, they are getting big, Emily. That's why they got to get outside. Not quite, Mike. these guys are. Why can't I remember it? I gotta look it up every week because I can't remember how old they are. 6 weeks old tomorrow. Hello, the chicken. Have a good night, Emily. Yeah, so these 12 will be going out tomorrow morning, weather permitting. And then week or so, the other 7 will be going out. Because they're 9 days younger. So I figure I'll keep them in here for another week before I throw them out. Well, you know what, the chicken? The schools down here were all done last month before Memorial Day. But also, they go back to school in August, too. Me too, Brett. That's not bad, chicken. 91 is pretty darn good. Yep, and look at Brett now. He's the poster child of why you should go to school. I shouldn't pick on him, though. If he could knock my cane out, and down I would go. I never took chemistry. Math, I took algebra and geometry. I got in the 90s on both of those regions. In fact, with geometry, the teacher said he didn't have a real good way of grading. he would take average over test grades and then take 2 points off every time you didn't turn your homework in. Well, that would really bring your test average down. Well, end of the year, I was half kidding with him. I was only half serious about getting a higher grade. Well, he said, tell you what, I'll fix it so that your final average is 5 points higher than what you get on the regions. Well, I got so high on the regions that my final average couldn't be 5 points higher because it would have been over 100. I think I got either a 96 or a 97 on the regions. Yeah, math and science were by far my best subjects. English and social studies were something else. Nope, I'm not, Judy. It's just I was very good in math and science. I'm still good with basic math. But algebra and geometry, I have forgotten that. Yes, I agree with that, chicken. Because, like, when you write an essay, yeah, you get marked for grammar and stuff. But the biggest part of the grade is just does the teacher like it or not? Hello, Maritza. English was never one of my better subjects. Scroll up here to see if I missed anyone because a lot of stuff here. Hello, Henry Leslie, Vermont. Sorry about missing you when you came in. Yeah, I see the leaves moving a little bit out there now. That air was pretty dead earlier. Judy, will you say he's 152? I think you're saying his IQ is 152? Is that what you mean by that? That's really good. Oh, PE was another very bad subject for me. Yep, that's right, the chicken. That's why you gotta get in good with the teachers. Oh, yes, same here, Deborah. I was never any good in any sports. And the one PE teacher that I had, he would compensate for that. But the one I had most of the time, he was one of the basketball coaches, and he was tough. Very nice guy, but he was tough. There you go, Deborah. We finally figured out what Brett's problem is. Hey, Fluffy. Fluffy, look on camera. Grab another chick. Another one of the Easter eggers. This is the darkest colored one. But she is starting to get a little more white up in her neck. Wings have almost all black feathers there. I like the way the Easter eggers are all different. And that's what I like about Ideal Poultry. Their Easter eggers are beautiful. And Wednesday night, I won't be able to keep pulling these guys out and showing them. So I'm showing quite a few of them tonight. But I'll have these other guys where I can get to them. So for the next couple lives, I'll be showing them. And it won't be until at least late summer to check in. It's still going to be quite a while before I can move. Hello, Jonesy. Well, they should be huge with the amount of food to eat. Yeah, that'd be a nice combination to chicken. I should have some chicks hatching this coming Wednesday. They're the eggs that Alan from Half Acre Outdoors Homestead gave to me at the meetup. Wednesday will be 3 weeks, so we'll see what happens. You know, actually, the ones I've hatched out and they've lived, there have been a total of 4, and only got 1 rooster out of them. Well, thank you, Henry. I gotta get some video of Mr. Black, Mr. Buff, Mr. Easter, and EJ. They're in a run all by themselves. And they were just ripping those pullets right apart. So I let those pullets out into the main run with Earl. Because Earl isn't as active as he used to be. He's 3 years old now. And he's a lot less active. They're still missing their feathers from when they were in the run with those other boys. But at least they're not getting any worse now. Yeah, I don't think those boys appreciate it. In fact, some of the pullets, they even try to go back in there with them. I gotta be careful when I open the door to go in there, because they want to go in. Toby's 8 months already? Mr. Buff and Mr. Black are getting huge. They are big roosters. Yep, it sure does, Judy. Time sure does fly. You're fluffy. She said she's feeling a lot better now. So Wednesday, I have to put drops in her ears again. Probably not going to appreciate that. To do that for 2 weeks. Actually, I have to check with the vet to see if I'm supposed to do it this week and next week, or if the 2 weeks counted last week and this week, because the vet put the drops in last week. Well, she told me put them in for 2 weeks, then you stop for 2 weeks, and then do it again for 2 weeks. And then that's supposed to take care of the ear mites. Yeah, that's right, Jonesy. Look at your watch. When you're in a plane, time flies. You thought that was a weird looking chicken, Brett? Maybe it wasn't a chicken. Might have been a cat. Jonesy's been a member for 7 months. Thank you, Jonesy. I appreciate that. I think you're... Can't remember. You're one of my longest members. I can't remember exactly. A few longer than you. And that also reminds me. If I ever forget to put this banner up, someone remind me. Because I forget that all the time. No, I haven't really heard an update, J&B. Josh was on someone's live a week or two ago, and he said things are still pretty bad. Because he's basically, except for his house, he's starting right over from scratch. I'm not sure about inviting people up tonight, Brett. I'm pretty tired tonight. Yes, Jonesy, it definitely does help. Every little bit helps. Yeah, the only positive thing about Sherman Family Farm is he thought they lost all of the animals. They did find the dog. They found the cats. And I don't know the numbers, but they did find a few of the pigs. I think he lost all of his chickens and lost some of the pigs, but I don't know the numbers on them. All of his vehicles that were at the house, lost all of them. Well, does anyone have any questions for me tonight? Look at that, beginning of winter for Jonesy. And it's 47 degrees there. Yes, you lost all the greenhouse equipment. All his watermelon boxes. He had some brand new fans to go in the greenhouses. I don't think he'd even used them yet. I think he just bought them. And he said they were all either badly damaged or destroyed. So he had quite a loss there. All I said about the move, because there's really no news on it. Jeff still has a lot of stuff that he needs to move, and it's going to be a month or two before he gets that moved, and then the floors have to be fixed. So it's going to be late summer, or probably more likely early fall, before I can get moved. So in the meantime, I'm going to take advantage of that time by getting some more fencing, so I can get the fencing set up to contain the dog. And I may get some more fencing and do something a little different with the chickens than I originally had planned. I got enough fence to get started with them, but I may do that a little different, have it a little more permanent. Hello, Bobby. I don't see why not, Jonesy. We'll take you here. You know, I've heard about people having a house in different climates, and when the weather gets bad in one place, they go to the other house, spend 6 months there. Okay, Brett, I'll come and sweat while I watch you put the carport up and get some food. No problem. Usually a storm that hits Mina will go south of us. And that probably will hit you, Tony. I'm not 100% sure on that, Jonesy, but I think they do. Have a good night, J&B. I've heard that there's a lot of Chinese investors are buying up big parcels of land and dividing it up and selling small lots and making an enormous profit on it. And my understanding is that they're non-residents. So I don't think it would be a problem. Yep, Ivy, that's probably the one that I looked and was just north of us. Yeah, it looks like what's moving through now is kind of broken up. We're actually supposed to have a storm coming through here. Let's see, about 7:30ish. Looks like about 7:30 to 7:45 is supposed to be the worst of it. It looks like right now there's small storms broken up. It's not the huge organized line of storms that we get sometimes. Hello, DJ. There you go, Jonesy. I know everyone would love to have you here. You're very popular around here. Hello, DJ Turneroo. Yeah, we've been waiting for those videos for the longest time, Wanda. But you know what they say, good things come to those who wait. Well, is there anything else anyone want me to talk about? Yep, I saw that, Deborah. Looks like 7:30 to 7:45. We're supposed to have the worst of the storm. I don't think it's going to be all that bad. Yeah, we're just waiting for Jeff to get the rest of his stuff out to get the floors done. There's been someone lined up for that. The chicks would be outside if it wasn't for the storms tonight. I've got the run all done. I got that done this afternoon. But I don't want to put them out when we're getting a thunderstorm. So they're going out tomorrow morning. So I still got chicks in here to show. This is one that came to me and wanted to be shown. So one of the Rhode Island Reds. At one time, I could tell which one I was pretty sure was the cockerel. Now I can't tell. I hope one of these is. Because two of the Rhode Island Reds died, and then they replaced them with pullets. So I'm just hoping that I still do have the cockerel in here. Hello, Reverend Dream. And hello, Tammy, if you're listening also. At Wednesday night, you'll be seeing these chicks that are up here right now. It's just too hard for me to get them out to show them. But after these guys go outside, I'm going to get this cage all cleaned out real good. Have it nice and fresh, and then these chicks are going to be coming down here. Hello, Lucy. Okay, thank you, Tammy. Well, I'm out of stuff to talk about. So someone needs to come up with a topic for me or ask me some questions or something. Oh, another thing. I got some Lucas gas treatment, put it in my car. And then after I drove it about 70 miles, or no, I guess drove it home, 35 miles. Then I reset the mileage thing on it. And then I drove 70 miles since I reset that. And so far, it's averaging about 31 miles a gallon. We'll see after I drive a little more what that looks like. But if it is getting 31 miles a gallon, that's really good. There was 28 before, and I realized the last time I reset it, that it actually didn't reset. It was still showing 27.9 like it was when I bought the car. And someone in Little Rock owned it. So I'm thinking they probably just did city driving. So that would account for the 27.9. So now on the open roads, I thought the mountains would kill the mileage on it. But yesterday, it averaged 31 for me. It's going to be quite a while before I get moved, Reverend Dream. It's going to be a month or two before Jeff gets all of his stuff out of the house so they can fix the floors in it. So we're probably looking best case scenario that I'll be moving late summer. Yeah, I'm very happy with the car, Joe. I wanted to put that gas treatment in it. Try to smooth it out a little bit. It wasn't bad, but get the injectors cleaned out and stuff. And I think it's helping. And it looks like the mileage is going to be exceptionally good on it. I don't know, Tony. I don't know what the meaning of life is. Yep, you came out to check on me, Brett. That's right. Ace been a member for 4 months. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that. I appreciate all my members. Because a decent amount of my money comes from memberships. I've got 15 paying members and 5 members that were gifted a membership. And Bella's a goofball. Why is she trying to bury her food? Is Brett trying to steal her food from her? Thank you, Lucy. It is just like a brand new car. It's 8 years old. It's got 143,000 on it. But it is just like a brand new car. Looks like it's been well maintained. The fluids all look good in it. You got to rephrase that, Brett. Bella used to be outside farm dog, who is now permanent inside dog. She's not going back out. She's going to stay right in there. She's loving the inside life. Yep, Jonesy. It is a very nice car. And with the mileage being so high on it, that's going to save me some money on gas. That's always a good thing. Have a good night, Wanda. Yep, now I'll be able to make Pinecone Fest this fall for sure. They don't have to worry about whether or not I have a vehicle that can make it that far. Not that it's all that far. I think it's about 3.5 hours. So yeah, I don't know, not all that far. It's not too far into Texas. Really wanted to go to that last year, but I just got in the van the day before, and I didn't want to take off on a long trip. And then even going to the 10 Killer meetup, I was a little bit nervous, not too bad, because it was leaking low transmission fluid. But I got it stopped before I went, and it was fine. Made that trip, and it really was perfect timing when the transmission went in that van. I made it home that day without overdrive, but I made it home. And then when I tried leaving the next day, that's when it really gave me the serious issues. And I was able to get it back in the driveway, and it was all good. And Lucy's been a member for 2 months. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. There you go, Brett. Meaning life is helping each other. Have a good night, Texas Homegrown Girl. If anyone's not subscribed to Bobby, Petticoat River Homestead, go check his channel out. He's only got 307 subs. He's wanting to hit 500. Have a good night, Joe. Yeah, I heard those little Datsuns did get good mileage. Yeah, I gotta check and make sure you still got notifications turned on for you, Bobby. I've had a few instances where YouTube decided to turn notifications off of certain channels. And also I have found it's a good little trick everyone should know. If there's someone you're not getting notifications for and you do have notifications turned on, try going to no notifications and then go back to all notifications. I've had that work a couple times. Well, I think I'll go about another 3.5 minutes. That'll be 2 hours. And I think it'll be about time to call it a night. And I don't think I'm going out and throwing a burger on the grill. I'll probably grab a banquet turkey dinner out of the freezer. Bought a couple of them yesterday. Probably grab one of them. Throw it in the microwave for 5.5 minutes, and there's dinner. We got another 2.5 minutes here because I want to make it up to 2 hours. Don't know if it makes any difference or not, but I've heard that when you get close to the next hour, if you make that hour go slightly over, that puts you in a better position to get pushed out by YouTube. So, gonna try it. I know I do get a lot of views from the replay. Thank you, DJ. Out of all those banquet frozen dinners, the turkey's my favorite. Because I love turkey anyways. I have to check that live out, Brett. Well, have a good night, Ace. Have a good night, Deborah. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll have another live Wednesday evening at 10 o'clock Central. Okay, Des. Yeah, I've been missing your lives, so I'm glad you're back. Well, of course, Bobby. Okay, we hit the 2-hour mark. Well, thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everyone.